Okay, we just did our spiritual thought already and our prayer.
Yep.
So we're just going to continue on the CloudFlare case.
Mm-hmm.
And
So number 3.
all right, I got the answer.
Okay.
So for the customer value proposition, describe key elements. They're able to target small and medium-sized companies that cannot afford security software and delivery networks, and that are sold to larger companies. So they kind of fit that new market niche, and they offer like a better discount also. And they said in the text, other companies usually focus on only a subset of CloudFlare services. So I think they should keep all of these value propositions. But organizational implications, they just need to fix their internal problems. I don't know what else to say about. Because they have really good value over their competitors.
Like for business, like
else.
without sales team or marketing, they continue their rapid growth. So I think that's interesting. They have a really good like value proposition, but like you said, they just need to work on within their organization.
The go-to market, they're a fast-paced startup, which is literally defining a new market. That's what it said in the text. And I forgot his name. David something. He said, I'm perfectly comfortable ramping up and building a business line, but the opportunity I was hired to pursue never really took off. So I just think that fit a lot into their whole business. They're able to go into a new market, but if they aren't giving their employees the chance to use their talents, then they won't be able to go into the new market.
With the go-to market, I like how they mentioned, what did they say? That was like really stand out to me. They said that they're not trying to steal market share from larger companies. They're just like focusing on the smaller clienteles. Like they said they're just expanding the security software system to people who can't afford. So I like that.
So they should keep this, but they should implement an action plan. Technologies and operations, it said their key element was something along the lines of they serve much of the 34% of web content that previously was uncatchable because it was generated dynamically. That's kind of like their technology basis. And they're really good with their technology, so they should keep being the high tech that they are and improving. But they also, for technology, they need to implement an IT department.
Isn't it like
they
26?
didn't have an IT in their office,
but
like
26
they only had 2 or something.
out of 35 were like
engineers.
So I think there are a lot of room to grow.
Okay, so then number 4 is the cash flow formula.
Oh,
and we solved this before recording.
We're doing our best, like with the information that was given to us. So what we did is we figure out each cash flow. So we figure out cash flow from financing, cash flow from operations, and then cash flow from investment. And then so with the financing, we combined money from Series A and Series B funding, and that's like the positive cash flow that came into the company, and the total is 22.5 million. And then we subtracted by the cash flow from operations. With the cash flow from operations, we just did revenue divided by the cost, like the variable cost and fixed cost that was provided, and like the article was saying, it faced a loss of 3.05 million. And then we did a cash flow from investment and mentioned that it purchased an equipment for $2 million. So with that, we did total financing minus the net income from cash
Of operations.
of operations, and then minus the cash flow from investing. So we came up with 17 million. Yep.
Why does CloudFlare management want to get big faster? What benefits does CloudFlare receive from this? Okay, I got this. So why does CloudFlare management want to get big fast? Most likely to start the new market that they're getting into, so that they're the leader of the market. And they have less competition as well. So they could grow faster, which is probably really appealing to them as a new company. Does CloudFlare have economies of scale? So I saw this in the text. It said CloudFlare's depreciation costs, hosting fees, and bandwidth expenses increased in proportion to traffic volume. And I'm not sure, but I thought that kind of fit.
It says over here, that's, what is it? We knew that webmasters seen a sense of isolation was an emotive issue from our original survey. We stressed that we're a community and we're stronger together. That's true technically. As our traffic expands, we see more patterns, so the system actually learns and gets better. That's one reason why getting big fast matters. So like they're trying, like as they're getting big fast, they're trying to see like their company as a community, like their relationship with them and their customers, and they see the patterns and they can figure out like what works well. And like it says, like we stress that we're a community and we're stronger together, and then like with that they can expand the traffic. That's what it says.
Does CloudFlare have network effects? So does the value of the service increase for each customer when there are more customers using it? And didn't see that unless it was that 4% of CloudFlare's customers subscribe to a premium plan. And then it said many premium customers had first been exposed to CloudFlare when they had signed up for free service for their personal blog or hobby site. After experiencing the service, they advised their employer to get a business or entrepreneurs or enterprise subscription for CloudFlare. So I don't know, it just kind of helped.
I think it's so like interesting, like, cause their revenue, it's what 95% of them are like paid by paid customers, and like with only 4% of premium customers, they're able to make $4.8 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With only 4%, so I think that's very interesting, like regarding to like the value of the service that's like increasing for each customer.
Does CloudFlare have high switching costs? So the only thing I found was CloudFlare had made available at a $5 wholesale rate a premium offer with fewer features than its $20 pro plan. So that's the switching cost is with each plan within the same company. What other reasons might CloudFlare management have for wanting to get bigger faster? I would think like without finding anything, like it just sounds like they just want more money Like they're just like gonna keep going and going until because they just keep making like revenue, you know? So they don't see any problem with anything because they are making money. So they're not really thinking about anything else.
Yeah, like their biggest thing is money, I feel like. Because like with growing big fast, I think you really have to focus on your employees and you know, the company culture. But
yeah,
I feel like they're not.
The bigger their company gets, the more well known they're gonna be, and the more they have to keep paying attention to their workers, and that's their reputation.
So I think, I don't know, like what it seems like is that money is their main reason. Let's see. Like, I don't know. Here. And like other reasons, like to grow the medium, like the freemium, which is like the free users, and like turn them into premium. That's like another way they can grow. Yeah. So right now, yeah. And then what was the question? Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why they want to grow fast. It's like to turn their freemium to premium.
For more money.
For more money,
yeah. What reasons might you suggest for not growing so fast? They can't even retain their employees.
That's the biggest one.
That's like, that's just.
Yeah, the thing is, what is so crazy to me is that they don't have HR.
I know.
Yeah.
They've gone so.
How the
5 people quit.
The process of hiring is that like they're just saying that we just want people who, what is it, like the best in their work, doing the best in their work or something.
Yeah, so the people that they fired was, I wrote notes on this already. Reasons why they left, then ask what would have to change for that person to have stayed. Dale K was on call for 24/7. He needed another worker to help him with all of his projects, and all of his projects were moving at an incredibly fast speed. He felt too overwhelmed, and there was no communication between him and the founders. And he quit before the 1-year mark.
Yeah. And like
where he would have gotten some type of benefit, which we didn't even know about, which he probably didn't know about.
Like, and the pattern that I see, that's like a major flaw, is that they're
know. Not getting,
Yeah, they don't know what is expected of them.
I don't understand.
Like, they don't know exactly what their role is.
Yeah, exactly.
And like,
they're not hired for what they're trained in, like what they're specialized in.
Yeah. And Matt's claim was that like he aimed to hire like self-motivator, like self-starter, like someone who doesn't need direction and just go do it, like a go-doer.
What is
but you
an
can't
excuse.
Do that. Yeah, it was just an excuse when like you said, he's just like coming up with excuses when someone's trying to leave. Like one of the person was like leaving because he didn't know what it was expected of him. He was just like, well, he didn't get what he wanted, so he resigned. Like, no, you need to like sit them down, just like, you know, maybe offer them like more benefits. Like,
he did do that with Holloway, which is the co-founder, and he did that because he is the co-founder, and he gave him like a 2-week sabbatical or 2-month sabbatical while he was traveling or something. The overall, with all of the people that were fired, they were overwhelmed. They didn't have enough hours, they didn't have enough help, and they weren't even doing the work that they were hired for. So that was
I want to read something off of this. It says, CloudFlare had no human resources function and no official HR policies and processes, preferring instead to rely on simple guidance, which the simple guidance is, as Matt Zatlin was saying,